Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Peter Parker, and I bring you today. Look, listen, I have superpower, and I'm your neighborhood friendly Spider-Man. You know, I shoot that web. Go web, go! Anyway, you know, over the years, anime had been getting a bad rap through the adults' mind, right? And you know, I interview Roberto, not Robert, but I will interview Robert Kiyosaki. Anyway, in the future, anything you want in life, you can have, but you gotta believe first, and you gotta go for it with persistent. Anyway, a lot of adults has this negative perspective, a lens which they see anime. But if, you know, the problem with this, you know, right here I have a board, right, surrounding me. Why is that? Why I have a board and why do I have a picture of Jet Li? Now, a lot of people are, familiar with chess. Those, rook, horse, those, right? But there's another game that often people don't talk about, and that is Go. But we'll talk about that later. Now, there's a lot of negative aspect of people thinking negative is anime is bad. But if you think about it, there's a lot of negative about a lot of things that we don't look at. And here's the thing: you're looking through my eyes or my perspective of how I see the world when I was a kid. I hated life. I really do. And I hated our neighborhood when I was growing up. I hated it because there was a lot of negative people. And, and anime was, people think anime, it's like this some negative thing and it will influence you to do bad things. But I will counteract that with actually, anime actually did something good in my life. And you know what that made me do? Creative. It began to me to realize that these anime are amazing and that they have the potential to grow as a human being or something. Anyway, I have two anime or two manga right here, and if you don't know what that is, most people think that anime or cartoon will influence for you bad. However, if you look at the people that most kids hang around with, if you see the way that their friends influence them, it could be negative or positive. It depends on what type of person they are as a kid. And as growing up, there are a lot of negative people or kids surrounding me. And I don't believe in violence with I do martial arts, but I always try to not use it to harm others, though I get into fights when I was in adolescence, but that's another story for another day. Because I had a lot of stress at home, not for the fight, but because I was influenced by all the surrounding environment of people. They always like fight, and then we're easily influenced by that. Anyway, for those who, my friends oftentimes always bash on anime, but he never saw. Look, I think that we all have a childhood memory that we always go towards and we have favorite towards, and we probably have that in our room or somewhere that's hold dear to our heart. And, most people think that anime is bad, but today I will show you the light that anime is not bad. Today, I have two decks. And what are they? Well, they're Yugioh. There is an anime based on, it's a card game based on an anime. And you know what we do with these cards? We play each other. We play game with each other. I remember back in the day, me and my friend in boarding school, all we did was play card games. And this is it. And that was the positive thing, and we were having fun. While other people, they would be like either fighting with each other in the boarding school, or they would curse each other out, do some negative things, right? But there's a positive side that you guys don't see, or most adults don't see, is that the thing that we see from the outside, looking outside, never looking in. That's the mindset that most, one thing that amazed me about Bob Proctor, that he's always has the ability to learn. And he said this correctly. He said whatever we don't understand, we criticize. And most people, most adults criticize anime or cartoon. Yes, some cartoons have bad effect, but most of the anime that I watch are mostly heroes protecting people, and that I have that concept. I want to be that hero to protect people. That's what I'm doing in this content right now. All my content is to be able to protect, to inspire, to help people and uplift people, because I think that people are living in this world. They stop believing in something incredible. Anyway, these cards, like, we would have fun and we laugh. We watch anime, we play video games. I used to play video games, but I stopped that. But for the reason, these two anime, right? This is ninja-based anime, and this is this is a game anime. It's based around a board game, and that's a positive. I think that Hikaru no Go did something positive to this world. And I know this is long-winded thing, but it's supposed to be a book review about Go. Basic book review. But I just want to put out there that anime did something good in this world. And that without Hikaru no Go, without Naruto, there would be no me. I wouldn't be who I am today because of anime. Anime, Brian Tracy in his Maximum Achievements says correctly. You are the person who you are today are influenced by the TV you watch, by the people you associate with, and the book that you read. And so this is the person who I am, or who I was, or whoever I was. This is why I like anime, because it's something positive, not negative. Anyway, Naruto lead me to looking at like shogi. Shogi is Japanese chess. Of course, you guys know chess, but they have Chinese chess, they have Japanese chess, they have this right here. I'm talking about Go. Now, if you ever watch Jet Li Hero, you probably see a big size black Go. Though most people think this is candy. I remember back in the day in boarding school, I took them out. It's like, hey, is that candy? No, it's not candy. God dang it! Gosh, yeah! It looked like candy. I know you want to eat it, but don't eat it. Okay, don't eat it. It's a Go. Now this is it's like chess is like a could be like a fencing. This is could be more like what is it called? Like a katana, or like a samurai sword, or like a lightsaber. Elegance, right? Go Basic. This is a great book that I highly recommend anybody who wants to get into Go. I didn't grew up playing chess with. Probably, back in the day, they probably played chess, when they were kids. But I grew up playing Go because I was influenced by an anime called Hikaru no Go. And you play stone is very interesting. The way, how people play chess and they place piece with this, you don't hold it like this. You hold it with your finger between. And that's why I like it, because it's a different type of style. It's like let me see. When you put a stone here, it snap. You place it. It's like elegance. It's like unique. And you never see that anywhere, right? And it's this game is based upon capturing and making territories and stuff like that. But yeah, and yeah, back in the Jet Li, when Jet Li was fighting Donnie Yen, they were crashing, and there was these two, or actually beginning or whatever, they were having a big, giant, Go, and they're moving the stick with the Go, and most people don't understand. See, this is the reason why. See, most people don't understand that if kids don't have anything positive outlet to do, they will get into trouble. They will get into fights or gangs members or whatever, because they want to become cool. They want to fit in. As a kid, you want to fit in with the crowd. You know, we all have that days where we all have that feeling when we want to be cool like everybody else. Actually, I want to be cool. You know, I was cool. I am cool. Just telling you that, right? It's like, I'm actually the outcast, but I'm more like a merge of like coolness and funniness and like freaking I used to show off a lot, so I'm more like an outcast, a nerd, geek, all that combined, because you know that's me. I don't, you know, I remember one time my manager says this: be normal. And I was like, why I gotta be normal, man? I think normal is overrated. Oh, yeah. Anyway, so yeah. And, you know, I never actually mastered Go, right? But this basic Go, let me read you a little bit about it. It's very interesting. Yes, it's very old. I got this when I was like a kid, like maybe 18, 17. I don't remember. Long known as the most complex and subtle yet simplest and most beautiful of games, Go has captivated hundreds of millions of people throughout history. No one knows who invented it, but Go, like playing, could go back for 1,000 years, indicated by small piles of lopsided shaped game stones buried next to the bodies in ancient Chinese tombs. Since then, it has become intertwined with Eastern and Western philosophy, religions, literatures, art, and science. Now, millions of games are played every year on internet game sites, as well as in clubs and home around the world. Now, here's the thing. I think that Go has become popular due to the anime called Hikaru no Go, and you know, most people think making anime game board is boring. Actually, it's pretty interesting. Very mind-boggling the way that they do it, and the way that you start playing, start understanding. I forgot they have handicaps. Handicap is like if you're a really good player, you let the beginner whatever have handicap. I think that is, but you know, I'm not. I'm just doing a book review, but I'm not like a pro at it. I just like the game, and you have like how to do it, and see, you start placing stones. I know it does not make sense, but I'm doing a book review. I haven't played this for a long time. I played this when I was a kid. Why I still have it? Because I still love it. I want to keep it, okay? It's my memories. So basically, let's say I forgot who go first. Oh yeah, here we go. People often ask, is Go like chess? No, Go is a radically different game that is more like a mental martial arts with emphasis on art. Go deal with elliptic shapes and pattern of growths that are built up with stone placed on the board. So Go player routinely say that good plays involve the balance and harmony of its elements. Oh man, I haven't done like freaking Go. I guess white go first and then black. So you place Go like this. I don't know. It's a very big Go. Anyway, just pretend that they have. I'm gonna be like messed up with all the Go players. Shoot. Because I got for you to see it, because it got to line up with the stars. Basically, it's about capturing. Because look, see, when one stone, you put one white stone, and then it starts to connect, right? You try to capture the stones, and then bam, you see the black surrounding the white stone, and it capture it. That's 1 point right there. So I'm not gonna do it because it's a too big board. But that's like, I think they're playing like 9 by 9. It gets usually bigger. But if you want to play games or something cool, this is cool. This is cool. This is like freaking mind-boggling martial arts, like fighting. It's like, but yeah, like I think that most often time we see anime are negative. It's positive. It influenced me for the better. I mean, all the anime that I watch, they all have heroes. Even though they get into fights, but they all have a mission, saving the world, becoming something that they always wanted, triumph. They like Naruto, he was alone, and his father was like a leader or kind of leader of the whole ninjas, and he died protecting the village, and his mother died too, and he was alone, and most people saw him as a monster because he had this they call it the fox demon inside of Naruto, and so he was the outcast. People look at him strange, and he wanted to prove people wrong, or actually he had this way of connecting with people and making friends with people, and over the years he had become you see his growth. He becomes so powerful, more than his teachers or senseis, and he now he's a leader of the ninjas or Hokage. Anyway, the story that anime is talk about heroes. Most people like the anti-heroes. Most people like the in-between heroes. Since I guess when I was since I'm growing up, I always surrounded by myself but heroes. Whether it was Wong Fei Hong, the Chinese kung fu master hero, and what was it? Well, Ip Man become popular to the mainstream. So, but Bruce Lee wasn't my hero. A lot of people like Bruce Lee, but I like Jackie Chan. But Power Ranger, people think Power Ranger could be violence, but Power Ranger actually, you know what, anime and these all aspects saved my life. From I could have gone to a different path that I could not want to go, because inside I don't like a lot of things that I never talk about, and I probably will talk about that if I'm comfortable enough talking about it. But that's pretty much it. This book is great for beginners, and it's great